Cold weather is on the way for the eastern half of the United States. In this video, I'll break down exactly where you can expect it, when you can expect it, and how cold it's going to be outside. Also, the possibility of severe weather today and tomorrow. I'll break it down all in this video. All right, here's your temperature anomalies. The more blue you see, those are going to be more below average. The red being above average. You're going to see a big drop in temperatures as this Canadian cold air pours into the United States. Parts of North Dakota and South Dakota and Minnesota are going to feel it first. Sunday night into Monday, you'll see much of the Midwest pushing eastward of the Mississippi River. We see really below average for this time of year temperatures. This is Monday, early morning, should be the overnight low. Eastern Tennessee and southern Kentucky seeing those very below average temperatures for this time of year. Really a first taste of winter weather, definitely below freezing. I'll break it down in terms of the numbers, but Monday and Tuesday, if you're east of the Mississippi River, those mornings are going to be really cool. And it's all thanks to a dip in the jet stream. We call it a trough. You'll see it start to develop really Saturday into Sunday, but really take prominence Monday into Tuesday here. This is Monday morning. You'll see that clear dip in the jet stream, allowing a lot of that cooler air started around in central Canada, but dipped down straight into the deep south, really, and the southeastern United States. Everywhere east of the Mississippi River going to be feeling it at this point. High amounts of winds, and there is some storms associated with this, but let me show you the numbers in terms of what you'll feel. And here are those temperatures this weekend and pushing into next week for those colder conditions. Starting in North Dakota, moving into South Dakota as well, you'll see 10 degrees up there in North Dakota, but pushing down parts of the Midwest really on Monday morning, going to be seeing these below freezing conditions, and it's moving as far east as West Virginia and the Appalachian Mountains there. Pennsylvania is seeing below average conditions and below freezing conditions as well. Tuesday morning, I think the majority of us are going to feel it here. This is Tuesday around 6 or 7 a.m. Much of the eastern half of the United States seeing those below average conditions as far west as Minnesota and as far south as Mississippi seeing those below 32-degree temperatures, so below freezing conditions, and parts of Florida down there seeing below freezing conditions as well. So everyone east of the Mississippi River is going to be feeling this Tuesday morning, and those highs that day going to be relatively low as well. Again, starting to feel a little bit more like winter. We see 34 degrees up in central Pennsylvania, and Florida seeing around Orlando, Florida seeing around 60 degrees as a temperature high. So pretty comfortable conditions, getting down to a little uncomfortable as that temperature drops. All right, and here's what it's going to feel like outside Sunday morning. You see much of the country well below freezing, and parts of Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Missouri, even below 20 degrees out there in terms of the wind chill, what it's going to feel like when you walk outside. But even pushing into Tuesday as well, much of the United States east of the Mississippi is going to be feeling it too. Parts of Pennsylvania below the 20s in terms of what it's going to feel like outside. So definitely want to grab that winter jacket or maybe a windbreaker to, warm yourself up a little bit from these potentially cool temperatures on the way. All right, and I did mention there was a severe weather risk, not only for today, but partially into tomorrow. We got a slight risk of some severe weather with a 5% tornado risk for much of central Tennessee. This is Nashville, Tennessee's within that 5% margin. That's not a large percent chance of tornado, but you can't rule out the possibility of a spin-up tornado. I think the main threat is going to be wind. You see that 15% chance of damaging wind for much of central Tennessee. That goes into central Kentucky as well, and we can't rule out the possibility of some hail, even going down into Auburn, Alabama. We're going as far south as southern Alabama and western Georgia. So definitely some pop-up thunderstorms to be associated with this system. But after it, once we get through it, we got cooler conditions on the way. And let me show you what radar possibly could look like as we transition from Friday into Saturday. The time of this recording, it's around noon Central Time. Indiana and Ohio seeing those pop-up thunderstorms first, really along this front here, pushing into Kentucky and parts of western Pennsylvania as well. And again, I'm watching this area of concern around central Tennessee, that Nashville area, and we can't rule out the possibility of some nasty thunderstorms moving through eastern Mississippi and central Alabama with this. But areas should see a good amount of rain, but again, this area of concern in central Tennessee, Nashville, could see the possibility of a mesocyclone, or can't rule out the possibility of a spin-up tornado. I'll be watching that very closely, but eventually this is going to fizzle away as it makes its way across the Appalachian Mountains. For parts of North Carolina, South Carolina, maybe get a couple rain showers, rumbles of thunder, but the severe risk is low for you guys Saturday morning. And that's the main story with the weather over the next couple of days. The main story is those cooler temperatures and the possibility of some severe weather behind it. If you like these videos, I'll keep making them. Just like and subscribe.